story's extra long. Well, I got this tune. I stole it off a transvestite in New Orleans. Didn't start out a transvestite. I started out a real straight Canadian dude with a flip-top head and kind of a nerd. But I've moved to New Orleans to be a musician now without checking any of the local papers if I was seeking much white Australian blues singers there or not. And so I ended up, instead of doing any gigs, was in a hoodoo doctor joint. Still trying to get some work playing, so this is how I hooked up with this Canadian dude and his girlfriend. I sort of knew him at a pub, and they decided to get married. I talked them into hiring me to play their wedding. As long as I had to learn a bunch of the music they liked as well, but they let me play some of mine. So I started learning these tunes, and then I was having a drink with the dude one night, kind of getting near to the day of the wedding, and he got real drunk and told me that he had the cold feet, and he was thinking about not getting married after all, thinking about going back to Canada. His mother was living there still, looking after the family farm with no help from anybody. And I don't know, the land was overrun with squatters, he said. So he was trying to get these people out of the land. They just kept coming in there, and heaps of squatters. The dildo farm. I can't sell that shit once that's happened. I decided to get him to come down to the fortune teller at the hoodoo doctor joint. We had all sorts of freaks and weirdos there. The fortune teller was good. She told me I would die in an 8-sided room. It's like I'd been handed the amulet of immortality. I don't know, man. I guess my brain never progressed past drawing stick figures. I just thought the rooms had 4 sides, but I was wrong. So yeah, that's my thing that hangs over my head now. But at the time I was still thinking this lady was good. I knew she was, I could sling her some extra cash and she would give him the correct predictions. And so he came down and she did a whole bunch of fortune telling for him. Told him all this stuff. He was get married to this girl. They'd have such a good luck together. They'd be rich and everything. And pretty much just read my note, which was blue tacked on the back. But it worked real well. This guy was looked real happy and stuff. Thought he was going to go ahead. So I was sweeping the floor as usual, and this guy left about just after he went out. This fortune teller ran in the street and grabbed hold of him and started talking to him again. And he went off again, looking kind of not so pleased as he was before. She wouldn't tell me what she said to him, so I went to see him a couple of days later, and turned out he'd gone missing, hadn't been home, hadn't been to work, disappeared, wasn't up at his last joint. They ended up putting the police out. They couldn't find him anywhere. The day the wedding came and went, and there was no wedding, of course, but the girl got married to someone else a bit soon after. Married to one of my younger brothers, actually. Who was a real successful techno DJ down around Louisiana at the time. Of course, no banjo strumming at that wedding. So far as I know, I had some other shit to do that day. Damn, that's my business. I was busy forgetting how to play Coldplay on the banjo. Anyway, I kind of forgot it all. Until I was walking to work one morning. I used to go open the shop and I was real early. Come down the corner and there was weird music out in the street, real early, so it was kind of odd, but I thought I might have been drunk or something. And I come round, here's this Canadian dude busking with a banjo. Of course, totally unmusical, this guy, time I knew him. Told you about the Coldplay and that. But he changed his style quite a bit. He now dressed just only in the ladies' see-through lemon-coloured dress. And he took up the banjo. And I asked him where he'd been, what the hell had happened to him. He told me the fortune teller had ran out and given him an extra piece of prediction to go home and write down a message he'd received that would stop him getting into some serious trouble. The message was, don't go dancing down the Darktown Strutter's Ball. Finally it ended there. Nice try though. So this dude had started walking home, remembering this thing, and I'll go write it down. And he looked over in the window, and here was a sign, Darktown Strutter's Ball, live music and dancing. Never seen it before. He decided to begin his investigations right away. Went into the joint and got blind drunk. And I woke up sometime later, handcuffed on a bed there, with a lady's lemon-coloured dress on. And so he had been held up in that joint as the secondary form of entertainment, I suppose, until the band had left some gear on the stage, and he'd spud this banjo and used it as a weapon to escape. Ran off down the cemetery to live. Saw a sign of something wrong in the brains. When he started to learn the banjo, and by hearing the funeral bands coming down there, and he was sort of playing a funeral band type of thing. And I got home that afternoon. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I decided to take what I could remember of his weird little tune and make it into this. It's called Don't Go Dancing Down Darktown Strutter's Ball. You're gonna laugh real hard when she takes her love away. You're gonna cry, take a look at yourself. There ain't nothing that you can say. Don't go dancing down the Darktown Strutter's Ball. Don't go dancing down the Darktown Strutter's Ball. You gotta laugh, you're gonna laugh real hard when she takes her love away. You're gonna cry, take a look at yourself. There ain't nothing that you can say. Don't go dancing down the Darktown Strutter's Ball.